Alright, welcome. Pato here from Metal Ignition, and joining us today is Storm the Sky. Now they're ventured here to the Albury shores while they're on tour with House vs Hurricane on the 40 Deep tour. How's it going, guys?
Good, man. Slept in our own bed, so that's great.
So we got well, do we label you as lead vocalist?
I wouldn't say so. I share the responsibilities.
Yep.
I'm William, I sing in the band.
Yep. So Will, and we've got Alex on the drums.
Yep, and Andy on one of the guitars.
I want to see you jump up with us! What's that?
Off with a couple of questions around the touring side of things. So I know that you guys have just finished up on the When in Rome tour. Now you guys were supporting bands like Wake the Giants and Graveyards, a couple of local bands. Graveyards is
supports on the tour. So yeah, it's our first kind of headline run. So it was interesting to go out just with our own kind of name, pulling the tour, and it was more of an experiment than like a fun tour. But it was fun in the sense that we got to do a lot of the things we've always wanted to do.
Yeah. So it was pretty good reception.
Yeah, it was really surprising. I mean, we were expecting like 10 kids at every show.
We were all actually pretty blown away.
Yeah. It did really well. Adelaide sold out. So yeah, it was mental. It was really good fun.
That's great. Is there a song that you guys would pick for a breakdown that you'd love, that you think that kids need to witness live?
Yeah, one of our own songs.
Yeah. I know it's a hard pick, and
I think the best in the new EP, I would personally say, I enjoy playing live. The Still Dreaming, Still Wishing breakdown, and probably the most well received one so far would be The Illusionist.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much all of them are fairly well written on this album.
Is there one that you guys set aside for kids to go more?
I don't know, I reckon just the last one in Vigilance always goes on.
Oh yeah, that's
easy.
true.
Like,
that one's it's not really a breakdown, it's more of a groove.
It's more of a groove.
But yeah, no, it's pretty much every breakdown.
End of Common Kings as well is pretty good.
Yeah, End of Common Kings actually.
All the new stuff goes down as well.
So you guys had the standalone single Common Kings. Now that was released in 2012, late 2012, pretty much, wasn't it? The song on that, do you think the Common Kings will be featured on? Is that featured on Vigilance?
It's remastered.
Well, the whole thing is re-recorded.
It's re-recorded. So basically, we did that actually half in my garage, half in Billy's garage, with our friend Declan, and that was recorded there, and then we re-recorded it in the studio.
Right.
And there's also sneaky guest vocals on there.
Yeah, we added guest vocals and changed a little bit of some of the melodies and stuff to make it more interesting. But yeah, it's just overall like a lot more
refreshed.
Yeah, just bigger in every way. Yeah.
Okay. So Giants from the self-titled EP. Back in 2012 now, I find it's definitely a standout song. You guys have a video for that as well, and it's a fairly adrenaline-based song.
I think it was our first
bit of
single,
mix of everything.
It's the first thing we put out.
That was literally our first ever single we released as a band, so it was very
Has a place in our hearts.
Yeah.
It's great to play live.
That kind of answers my follow-up question with that. So I was going to say, is there a song that stands out, for the band themselves, for you guys yourselves, in which you think that's helped shape you guys the way you are now, and maybe that's helped drive the writing of Vigilance?
Yeah,
I'd say Common Kings personally. I mean, the early stuff's good, but I mean that's the first one that I kind of when we were writing when we were first even looking to write new stuff. That was the first one that just came out, came a month or two before everything else, and then we weren't ever going to put that out. We just wanted to make a demo of it, and then we decided to release it because we were really happy with how it turned out, and all the feedback we got from that, and I think it changed people's perceptions of our band a little bit.
It made us a lot more excited to record again, because I mean we dropped that as you said, we weren't actually supposed to release it. It was just going to be pre-production.
Right.
Our friend Declan did a really good job, so we were really happy.
Yeah, I think Common Kings also has a bit more of a mature sound as opposed to our older stuff, so it was good to sort of move in that direction.
I guess it was it was our kind of Silence the Critics songs, the
Yeah.
song that
So there was a bit of
Yeah.
obviously it was made, written and produced for your own purposes. Really, what drove the reason to say, all right, let's release it?
We
as a
we
single?
got it back from Declan. I'm saying his name wrong. Declan White is a really good local producer. Declan White from Melbourne. Chucking a sneaky promo there. He's a really good producer from Melbourne. He's a friend of ours. So he kind of offered to do it quite cheap for us, and we did it. And we were just kind of seeing, because it's a lot harder to know what a song's going to sound like just through,
Playing it until you sit down and
Guitar Pro and stuff like that, where it's on MIDI format, or so basically to actually hear it back with real recordings and stuff like that is a lot more refreshing. But that was what we were trying to do, and he just did such a good job on it that we just did a few.
Yeah, we feel like it
had
been quite a while since we put out anything anyway, and we really wanted to get, we felt like it was just like a big step up from the last stuff. We wanted people to hear it and know that we were kind of moving up to the next level.
Yeah, we also wanted to do like a live music video at the same time. So like we got our mate Eddie Rice. He's done like majority of our video work. We got him to film our set at Loudfest, was it?
Yeah.
We had like a number of camera guys filming that.
Yeah, that was kind of the thing that actually pushed us to release it. We were thinking of what song to do a live video with. We were going to use it on some of the old EP, but we just recorded that.
Yeah, we wanted to promote our newest sound as well, so that's why we chose that song as opposed to an older one to do a live music video, I guess.
Yeah.
So another track on that album, Undefeated. It's got some synthesizers, I noticed. We're going to see something like that again, or is that just something that you guys thought we'd throw in there on that song?
We kind of threw it in there in that song, just, I don't know, we liked that style at the time, but we were kind of straying more away from that now.
It was a bit of fun. I mean, at the time it was kind of, I guess you could say it was a bit trendy, but and we kind of enjoy playing with different sounds. Like there's a few, playing around, starting to play around with using synthesizers and sampling and things like that in the music. I think on the new record it's much more sophisticated, it's much more better. It's better blended with the music, so it complements it rather than trying to take away from it. We've grown out of that a little bit. But
samples.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like you won't hear it most of the time.
They're more to do with like textures and background layers than actually, such an in-your-face kind of thing.
Definitely.
So the song flows for you guys in terms of a formula. It's pretty well transitioned between your breakdowns, your slow breakdowns, and even between the even the choruses don't really stand out as obvious as they do in your standard verse pre-chorus sort of formula. Is that something you guys have always encompassed to do?
Yeah, I think it's always
comes natural, or
it's always been an important part of me, or for me, when we were writing songs, like when we're writing, kind of listening and thinking where the song should naturally flow next, rather than trying to force things next to each other. Because if it feels like it's coming out of place, it just kind of, to me, jolts like the listening process. It's always been important to us that the song sounds like a song from start to finish.
I also feel like
that's
another thing with our newer stuff on the new EP that we haven't actually released yet. All those songs were written with Will, like in the band, like they were written sort of structured with vocals as opposed to just writing the instruments and just like having vocals put on top. So these newer songs are very we feel they're more structured and we feel
so the vocals or lyrics were at the core of the songs.
During
the songwriting
process.
procedure.
Definitely, Well, this is the first kind of EP that we recorded that I was completely involved in the writing process, because I came in when I came into the band. There was a few songs already written. So we changed them slightly, but none were written from start to finish, apart from I think 2.
Yeah, we didn't even have like cleans at all when we had written pretty much at least half of the last EP. Was before Will.
It's kind of forced in all the clean vocals almost for a lot of the songs. And this was written to really, it kind of becomes having 2 vocalists. And making that flow well, because I mean you notice a lot in our genre that it kind of seems sometimes forced, or like it's a very structured just verse, chorus, bridge, chorus.
And it stands out even more once you notice that obviously there's the screamer in the verse, and then there's the singer in the chorus. Sometimes it's too much of a set formula, and if you go outside that, then you're not the same band.
Exactly.
You're forced to write like that, otherwise you have.
That's another thing, like a lot of bands we listen to in the heavy genre, like Memphis May Fire, for example, do a lot of that. They have a lot of singing in the verses at the same time. They change things up a bit.
Yeah.
It's fun to mix up.
Yeah.
I mean, singing over a breakdown or something like that. It's not done very often. We like to have that kind of stuff just to give people something refreshing.
What's in store for you guys for the remainder of the year? Obviously, the album's coming out. What leads on from there?
Shows, really.
More shows.
Getting back
Writing
to
an
some
album.
big spots.
Yeah, we're actually going to New Zealand for the first international. You could call New Zealand international,
It is.
It is.
It's a different country. It's a different
it
country.
is, but like a lot of people would just be like, "Oh, New Zealand."
Yeah, a lot of people are going, "Oh, you're going overseas. Oh, you're going to New Zealand." But yeah, it's a huge
It's a big step
opportunity
for us.
for us.
Definitely.
It's straight from the path, and we're planning a festival with these nice structures, and also straight from the path, obviously.
Yeah.
So we're absolutely stoked because they're some of our favourite bands. And, and obviously relationships form on tour, so hopefully we can go over their way, or we can bring them out here or something like that. If we're coming with North Lane, but yeah, so.
So when's the New Zealand tour?
No.
It's
End of May.
End of May.
Yeah, it's like last week of May.
Yeah,
Whatever comes up after that.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we don't
we've
really
got
have
a lot of
much
things
solid.
in the works, but not much solid. We're just trying to figure out the best way to kind of continue on after that. Obviously, there'll probably be maybe another single, maybe some other stuff. No, it will be before the next release. There will be
Music
another
videos are hard work.
Yeah.
They are.
Let's not get into that.
Before the next release, there will be another single. So basically, to look out for is just a lot of touring. Pretty much, if you like us, we'll see you fairly soon if you're in this area.
I don't know. We'll be back to Albury for a little while.
Yeah.
To be honest.
That's this area. I'm in this country. So yeah, no, we'll just be touring a lot, writing the album, and then hopefully get that out very soon as well.
Sweet. Next year sometime.
Yeah.
Early next year.
Thanks guys for joining us, and thanks for joining us for another video interview brought to you by Metal Ignition. Stay tuned for more details on Storm the Sky. You can check them up on Facebook, and they do have a website as well. There's
StormTheSky.com.
There you have it, nice and plain and simple. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and stay metal.
Stay metal.
Metal.